And Turley had this quote, history in Nashville, as in most cities, derives methodically from consensus. And Memphis history is just a statistical average, normalizing the deeds of madmen and its made at the edges.
Yeah. That's good. I wish I'd said that.
Yeah.
No, Henry generously agreed to write the prologue, and he did a really good job of it.
He did a phenomenal
Yeah,
job.
he talks that way too.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's great. But that's a nice line about Nashville and Memphis, and a lot of truth to it. He knew me, and he knew the kind of stories I'd done, and he knew what I was going to do in this book, and he knew that a lot of the people I wrote about were kind of wild asses, and he fit that to what he said, and he thought that was a good description of Memphis, and it went with the title, which was very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
The title came courtesy of Shelby Foote.
How do you feel about that quote?
I love it. I love the quote and I love the title because I didn't make it up. Shelby Foote said in an interview I did with him, "All the rowdiness of Memphis endears it to me." So I said, that's good enough for me.
Does it endear it to you?
Sure. Yeah, it makes it interesting.
Why?
People like crime shows and violent shows and good guy and bad guy shows and television and movies and politics, and I like to have something to read about. You know, the most boring story after a while was this consolidation thing that failed, and then the surrender of the school charter and the creation of the municipal school districts. There were a lot of comments about it, but it was the same people over and over. But it wasn't a battle of two individuals. It was two ideas. It was suburb against city. And what newspapers and people like you like to write about and make movies about is struggles between individuals. So you want Harold Ford against the government, Willie Harrington against the white community and the business community, Henry Turley bucking the tide of suburban development, trying to do something downtown, Jackie Welch getting all the school sites and selling them to the Shelby County Board of Education and building the subdivisions around the schools. Those are the stories that caught my imagination.